So Max Packs versus ForGG? Question mark?
Maybe.
Max Packs versus Haas? Question mark?
Maybe. Oh boy.
Alright, here in Jagannath, top right, blue Protoss player, 4 Team X on. It is Gerald.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the South Korean Terran player. He is red, representing himself. It is ForGG. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So I'll be honest,
Oh boy.
I don't think I've ever casted ForGG's TVP before. So I got no idea what to expect. Absolutely no idea.
I don't know either. I'm just ready to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just ready. Show it to me.
Show us that like Cyclone Widowmine versus Protoss.
Oh no! Don't bring that up.
We'll see. I think he's crazy enough to do it. Meanwhile, I know we're talking a lot about ForGG, but Gerald is an incredibly solid Protoss player from the land of Poland. Very strong European Protoss, and he is currently the biggest name that ForGG is going up against so far this tournament. Seen him take down many players before. He's had some deep runs. I don't think he's made it to the finals before, but he has made it to the semifinals in the past. Oh boy. We'll see how he himself does here as well. Which I expect a lot more standard Protoss plays. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he goes like Blink Stalker or maybe like Stargate opening. I'd be surprised if we see something crazy like, I don't know, like DTs or like a charge all in.
Charge all in? Against Terran?
That's what I mean. We're not gonna see it. Be crazy.
All right, Reaper. Doing great damage. Get the pylon. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot it. Shoot that pylon.
Get it.
What are you gonna do, Gerald?
Get an adept.
Oh, he already did like 5 damage to that pylon. So good. Oh. Get juked.
Who did we cast yesterday? I almost forgot. As the Reaper does go down, we casted Pili yesterday.
What did Pili do?
We casted Pili versus, I believe, Vindicta. No, was it Vindicta?
No.
Vindicta or Dolan? Dolan. And it was
Vindicta?
Another Terran player. Was it Dolan? No, it was someone else. Who was the Terran? Semper. That's it. We casted Pili versus Semper. No. Pili versus Vindicta. Yeah, Vindicta. It was absolutely disgusting. Pili went charged. He went Zealots DT with Blink. DT Blink. And it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. Went all the way to the ace match, and he would like dive in with DTs and snipe tanks, and DTs would actually do fairly well against bio, against just pure marine, and it was crazy. It was absolute nonsense. I highly recommend watching the VOD.
But it's not ForGG, because ForGG is going for a Widowmine drop right now.
He is. Ooh, as the Medevac is already leaving the main base.
And Gerald going for that Blink Stalker style, as you predicted, light.
Yeah, it's the standard, like that.
Standard.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's what we typically see from Protoss players in this matchup. I mean, you can be aggressive with it, you can be defensive. We just see diving in with the hallucinated Oracle. You know what? ForGG doesn't flinch.
Doesn't care, man.
Oh.
Eh,
No.
eh,
Gets 2 probes and gets out.
eh. Is that getting out?
Just recall forehead. That's all you gotta.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all you gotta do. It's all you gotta do.
Oh, interesting. A Raven for 4GG. Probably to spot the observer.
Yeah. I mean, again, he just scattered and he saw the Twilight Council researching. So with this Raven, he will be able to take out this observer and make it a lot more difficult for Gerald to blink into the main base if Gerald wanted to be aggressive. Oh, he's diving back in.
Oh. It does reveal the blink. I don't think Gerald's gonna do any kind of blink shenanigans anytime soon, quite yet.
Yeah. I think
getting his third.
Right, and that's the thing, like, ForGG has no idea about the third base. Like, he dove in and he got some scouting information in the main, but he hasn't checked the third, so he doesn't know that Gerald isn't necessarily being as aggressive as we would otherwise think, and instead was focusing on his economy early on.
Alright, now what are you planning to do? What are you planning to do?
Oh boy. I mean, you know, he's just containing his opponents, keeping an eye on whenever the third base gets taken. If he sees an opportunity, I'm sure he will gladly blink into the main, maybe pick off a tank here or there. But ForGG, so far, his defenses are on point. Oh my god.
Oh, the splash.
Ooh.
Pretty good. Pretty cute, I will say.
Yeah.
Using the tank splash damage to do some damage against the SCVs, but only one has fallen so far. This
And
4GG is confident enough to just push out. Oh no,
Yeah.
not the Raven!
oh god, nicely done by Gerald, almost sniping the Raven, but nicely done by ForGG, pulling the Raven back at the last moment. Hopefully he's able to keep it alive, to use its energy, to use its abilities. Oh god, the Raven! Oh.
Oh. The surround? No, not quite.
Not quite. I don't know if that was a misclick by Gerald, focusing on the tank instead of the Raven. I don't know if I don't know if he wanted the tank or not, but here we go, he's pushing on forward, and there's only one Colossus. It does get matrixed.
Second Colossus does get out quite just in time, but it is only just one Colossus fighting this bio army. And charge is finished. The shield battery overcharge is OP, as we all know, and does thwart this push back. Mines burrowing? Question mark?
Yeah,
Nah, not quite.
They do burrow, but they don't go off. Nicely done there by Gerald. It was only one matrix that went off before the Raven went down, and I think there may have been enough energy to do a little bit more. Oh my god, no, the Medivacs! No!
4GG, no! Donation units, it's okay.
And that is why you use all army hotkey.
No. It was just a bad rally, Light. It's just a bad rally, okay? It's fine. 4GG has it under control. He just wanted to donate a few units so that, you know, Gerald doesn't feel like he's getting stomped.
Sure. That's all it was. But
That's all it was.
yeah, I mean, I guess the attack wasn't too bad for 4GG. Unfortunately, I'm sure he wanted to deal a little bit more damage, maybe pick off a Colossus or two. But they both managed to stay alive, and this is terrifying because pretty soon we're gonna hit like 4 Colossus mark, and then Gerald, he's free to switch things up and, you know, get Storm or switch into Disruptors and get an even more different types of AoE, and it's gonna be more difficult for 4GG to deal with it.
We got Archons already on the way. 4GG already getting Ghosts for EMP and Vikings as well. Totally preparing for everything that can happen or will happen.
Oh,
Tries
boy.
to scan for an observer, doesn't quite see it. So he's still going to be a little worried.
Meanwhile, we do have a medevac ready and waiting to dive into the main base with plenty of zealots. At the same time, as you were saying, Archons are on the way and Disruptors. I feel like that's a pretty smart move by Gerald, kind of avoiding the high tempo for now, just because Ghosts are going to be out with EMPs.
don't see a fourth from ForGG quite yet. I'm kind of worried. Like, shouldn't be staying on this 3-base economy. It's nice, but you got to do something, my guy. Like, and there he is, deciding to push out. Has a decent sized force, but if Gerald sees this push out, he's gonna send that War Prism right in. The Stalkers, oh my goodness, what? Just walking right in, getting some damage before GG.
He's not turning
around. Not turning back. He's committed. He's saying, screw it. We're going for it.
He's essentially all in because he's going to be losing everything. There's blinking going on in the third, the main, and the natural for ForGG. Oh my god, the splits!
Splits are pretty decent. The disruption shots get very minimal, but there's still a lot of units here. A lot of Archons are still here. The Colossus do go down, but the bio units, they are thinning out. All the ghosts did go down, however, shield battery overcharge still OP. Only one Archon left in the fight. Stalkers are being warped in. Gerald,
the disruptors are about to pop out.
Back.
No!
Oh, that was the moneyest shot that he can ever get. Second disruptor did try to come out, but does get taken out quite easily. And Gerald coming back with his units that were across the map. GG though.
GG gets called. ForGG, he was 100% all in. He barely had any workers left at home. Just everything went down in every single one of his bases. And he fought well, but again, he had to end the game. I guess he did.
He still had a ton of units.
Oh boy. Yeah, and Gerald takes game 1.
Let's go. Game 2.
Yeah, and overall, like, ForGG, the engagement was okay, but the disruptor shots were big there.
The last disruptor shots were huge, for sure. But even then, I think he lost enough units where the remaining units that Gerald had could have cleaned up. They've taken a loss, but I'm sure that Gerald could have cleaned up eventually.
Yeah.
Here in the bottom left of Oxide LE, our blue Protoss player is up 1-0, playing for Team X on. It is Gerald.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the South Korean Terran player. He is red. It is ForGG. Oh boy. And we'll see how the players switch things up here. Again, I imagine Gerald's most likely going to do something very similar. But when it comes to ForGG, I mean, you were talking about it. Like, he's the kind of player who has access to a very wide variety of builds. Sometimes too wide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He just wants to have fun, you know?
Just wants to get that milkshake.
Enjoying himself. Dude, if he wins EPT, I'll buy him a milkshake.
just want some of that youth juice, you know?
Oh no. Milkshake is not a let's be honest, it's not like it's an old school drink, man.
It's timeless, man.
It's for us oldies.
Oh.
Get out of here, Probe. No one likes you.
No, he's going back in. He wants the SCV.
Yo, he's gonna drop a pylon.
Is he? Yo, he's being very sneaky with it right now.
Is he?
Is he?
Nah.
Okay, he dives back in. Does avoid the Reaper.
SCV. Oh, no! The trade, though. The trade.
Aye. Probe and SCV do go down. Meanwhile, the Reaper did go across the map, but it was pushed away by the Adept of Gerald.
All right, ForGG. Show us what you want to, build.
Oh god.
Oh no, not the Reaper.
Oh my god. Marine goes down. One more shot, the Reaper will go down.
Oh, the trades? Both players just trading with each other? Oh, second Adept.
Oh god, the SCVs. Okay, he doesn't commit, just kind of chills outside the main. Meanwhile, ooh, very interesting. We did have a Twilight Council, but nothing was being researched.
Dark Shrine for life. Listen, it makes sense. Gerald is behind, He's lost 50 more minerals, 25 more gas than ForGG.
True.
This is the build that makes sense, He's behind, so he's got to go Dark Shrine.
He's not. I guess okay. He's kind of behind now. Question mark. Kind of. Uh-oh. Oh boy. But yeah, this is dangerous. ForGG, especially because his Reapers were taken out earlier and they've kind of been kept busy, so he just hasn't been able to get into the main base. He hasn't been able to scout anything. He could be like making a lot of assumptions right now, which I wouldn't blame him for it. Thinking that his opponent is going for Blink Stalkers. Thankfully, just like game number 1, he is getting a Raven.
ForGG so smart, dude. Smartest man out there.
The biggest brain.
Move over, Albert Einstein. This is ForGG's generation.
Oh god. We'll see if his big brain is going to be enough, right? Like, he has detection, mobile detection at that, so the DTs aren't going to deal a lot of damage, but like, does it even matter? DTs are pretty good. If they don't deal damage, they can just turn into Archons.
Here we go. Hopefully the Raven is in the correct position. DTs get dropped into the main. They are shimmering through. One DT does get spotted, so does the other, and they get pushed away.
Nice. So, solid start by ForGG. He does thwart the initial plans of Gerald. Gerald, though, he's like, alright, fine, you can have it, you can take it. I'll morph in Archons instead. Not just Archons, we do see their Robotics Bay on the way.
So we're going to see extended thermal landslide.
If Gerald is boring, then we will. Hopefully.
Surprise, Archon!
Yo, it's difficult to time, but I was waiting for the Matrix, like the disable on the War Prism, and then he won't be able to pick up the Archons.
Right. The Archons are so good. What is this?
You tell me, this is a lot more common in PvZ, okay? Like, this is or it was.
This
was disgusting.
Not too good. He's gonna go back in. He's going back in for it. He's like, hi, what's up? Archons just go zap zap, Marine die.
That's exactly what happens. Viking is out. So Gerald does get forced back, but we just see extended thermal lances on the way. Yo, he is working towards his Colossus. Already has his third base up and running, almost fully saturated. Got all the minerals he needs, working on his gas. But finally, ForGG is starting to push out on the map for the first time. Oh no, the tank! No!
Oh, that was so close. Get the observer? No, not quite. So Gerald being extra boring, like you said, getting Colossus, getting charged as well, +1 attack. ForGG coming in with this drop. How much damage will he be able to do? Stim has been finished, so he can just go in Stim, getting this pylon. It's gonna power down. No buildings.
Okay, he does get the pylon, but will be forced back. But you know what? He doesn't lose his drop. Totally worth it.
Very worth it. A free building, as some would say.
What I'm concerned about, there is no third CC.
Oh yeah, there's the third CC.
There is no third CC. He's just sending it.
He's going. He doesn't care.
Oh my god. We shall see how this works out. Like, ForGG, he has a massive army supply advantage. The problem is that he just got scouted by Gerald.
Yes, sir. Raven not there to kill out the observer. Gerald warping in units, being prepared, getting ready at his third base. ForGG needs to set up real quick. He's trying to break down the rock, but the reaction time wasn't there. ForGG in this weird position of trying to fight Gerald's army. Armor, anti-armor missile on almost everything. The Colossus, one of them is super weak, but does get picked up. Good micro from Gerald, but Gerald having to push back so far from his other bases, and ForGG possibly can clean this up. Honestly.
Yeah, he takes out every single Colossus. The War Prism goes down. The entire army of Gerald does fall. Ooh, even the reinforcing Colossus does walk into a Widowmine. So already so close to going down. Yo, ForGG, he can do it.
Is it?
Can he do it? Can he do it? Overcharge is here.
Overcharge is being used. However, it was charging the photon cannon and not the Colossus. The Colossus will go down for sure. Probes not being pulled quite yet. Disruptor shot does get shot out, but
wow.
I think Gerald has this now. Reinforcers are trying to trickle in, but Gerald, he's just got so much stuff.
Yeah, like ForGG, he fought so well, he traded so well, but you know what? Gerald, he bought a lot of time, kind of dragging the army over to the right-hand side of the map. Enough time to get more warp-ins, enough time to get more stack defense and shield batteries to get that disruptor. And somehow, some way, Gerald was able to hold, despite having, like, you know, half the army supply.
I want to know what happened. Did his mind go off on his own units? I think that's what happened.
Did it?
It's very possible. I feel like he had a lot more, and then he just didn't.
Oh boy.
Oh, not enough DPS.
Oh god, just not enough, and GG gets called. Gerald takes down ForGG 2-0.
Damn, that was close.
Oh god, he almost did it. He almost broke him.
Almost did it. Almost did it. But guess what? Like, now we just have Protoss games. All Protoss games. Only Protoss games. You know what that means? Only Protoss games.
Yep, it is that time of the week of ESL Open Cup Americas where we have nothing but Protoss. All 4 semi-finalists, Gerald, Zest, MaxPax, and Haas are Protoss, so everyone strap yourselves in because we got nothing but PvP left.